Okay, so some aspects of the drill. Of course, work on your biomechanics here, your body mechanics. But also work on the reading. So you want to hit before that thing comes out. I'm not hitting this and then roll and then I go out. It's just like Kimasubi on Shomanuchi. So we're down here, right? And he goes Shomanuchi and I have to be able to read that. I can't wait. So the same thing. We're here and I'm hitting him. Only in slow motion do you see that he actually started first and then I went. Okay? But this got to be obviously wrong. That is never going to happen. Okay? So, in. And then pay attention to the right hand. If I need it, I can paw. But otherwise, don't drop the right hand. Have the right hand ready to follow the jab back. Boom! And we're going to move in our whole mass and displace him. Okay? So, pop and boom, in. When I move in, boom, I'm very compact still. And boom, in. Okay? Up, hands up, elbows down, compact, okay? Go. Okay, so I'm not boxing, meaning I'm not out here, please, I'm not out here and I'm trying to hit this, okay? I'm out here and my goal is to close the gap where I can start to take control and we're not in an exchanging of blows situation. But to do that, I'm going to do it with a strike. That's why my body's moving in. So boom, pop, my body's moving in to close. So let's say it doesn't have that. I'm here, so boom, and pop, I'm in. You see? And pop. So I'm just going to take that inside thigh. Boom, boom, I'm in and pop. I'm going to kick that inside thigh out. Right here, boom, right in there, okay? So I'm going to kick the inside thigh and just push. So I'm going to pull the strike a little, and he's going to take a little ukemi. Do you see how I'm closing the gap? As opposed to I'm out here, boom, boom, and I'm going to try to hit that, he's going to hit me. So I close the gap, boom, boom, and pop in. Okay, let's go. Okay, so when I'm doing, for example, Pokyu hold, his body has to come forward. Whoa, there's that leg right there. And then I get the back outward pattern. Okay? Same thing goes on in Nage. I have to bring this leg forward and then do my technique. I cannot bend him over. That doesn't happen. I can tilt him. Okay? So when I'm doing this technique, it's the same Kazushi pattern. Once I kick this leg up, you're going to see it. Right there, just hang out for me. You can hold on if you want. You see it right there? I'm going to move to the other side. Here it is right here. So you already know that Kazushi pattern, and you're just going to hit it, boom, holistically. Okay? Boom, pop, boom. Okay, let's go. Okay, so now we're going to take something that he was doing. So he was bridging the gap with a strike. Okay? He didn't want to stay out there and exchange blows with me, which is smart, okay? He wants to get inside and get some sort of dominance going. Okay, so I throw that jab, he throws his jab, and then he follows it back in with his body moving. Do you see? His body move. Yes, let's try it again. You're looking to close the gap, okay? So one moves his body in, okay? That's what we're going to use here. So I'll throw my jab, I'm going to paw his jab. Bring my jab back and let that thing go by. I'm looking for that cross. Boom, boom, let it go by. And I get back here. You see where I am? Boom, boom, let it go by. I'm back here on this back corner. Let it go by. let it go by. Back down to the back corner. Let it go by. Okay, try it. Okay, so if I have my keyhole basa, right? And my other hand is always involved in the technique. So it always fills the openings. For example, I'm not going to do sumo twitch like this. See, because my face is open. Oh, my other hand always fills the opening. So as his arm is being occupied with his own grip in the technique, and his forward progress, right, is going to allow me to get the cross check, then that hand can fill that gap. Meaning I won't put it back here, it's not doing anything. I won't put it over here, right? I won't put it over here either, okay? It has a place to be. It looks for work and it positions itself where it can do work. So when I'm in this infighting position, it's the same thing. I'm not going to drop my hand. My hand is in the position where it could do the work that is required for infighting. Okay? So I'm the first dude. So he's throwing his jab. My right hand is looking for this thing to get out of the way. Boom! Is what I'm hitting. So I put it where it can do its job. Boom! Now we switch roles. Okay? So he goes, my right hand is here. Okay? My right hand won't do anything over here. So, boom, I'm here, and now I know from my training, from my dilemma, that the left jab usually leads the right hand. So I'm looking for that hand. So when I come back, I don't want to take my hands and do something like that. So we're here. As his hands go back, right now my hands are doing nothing for this infighting. Doing nothing for this infight. And that's where the traditional martial artist has lost sight of the principle and is now doing a form which is being misapplied. Okay? So in the same way that this hand is where the work could be done, as he comes back, this hand stays where the work can be done. So it did what it needed to do, and only what it needed to do. That's why I don't drop my hands. Boom, boom, I'm over here. Because I'm looking for that, because I saw that. So I boom, boom, and I'm over here. Okay? And I'm on that back corner. So we'll do two little variations. So, boom, boom. This one's going to go here. Boom! To hit. Which is more reason why I want my hands up. Boom! So I hit as he's striking again. Okay? So I'm going to hit as he's striking. I'm going to grab the head, and you're going to have the front inward Kazushi pattern right here. So, boom, boom, in. You know, that same knee kick, I'm just going to pick this leg up and around. Boom. Then I have the technique Kaiten Nage. One, boom, in, and right. Okay, let's go. So, oh, boom, he moves in, I hit, okay? And now I'm on this back corner, okay? So what I'm going to do is seek more back corner, okay? So what's he want to do? He wants to follow me, you see? So I seek more back corner, he follows me, and then I have Buddha. The first one I had Omote, and now I have Buddha, because my fighting geometry, boom, changed and went to the spiral, you see? And so it goes to the spiral, I pull the head down, find the leg. So we go slow, boom, boom. I start to move, he moves, boom, pop. Boom, 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 pop. turn into me. Alright, so in my footwork decisions, I'm looking for the spiral geometry that's in all my Kihon Waza, okay? So here, and home. What I'm doing here is trying to get back here. So it looks something like this if he stays still. But in the same way that I'm looking for the right once the left comes, the same way when I go here, I'm looking for this turn. Yes, I'm aware of the backhand, but after he throws this hand and he pulls it back, because that's what he's trained to do, it's very awkward to do that. I'm aware of it though. So when I get here, I again play the setup. He's going to want to turn into me. And when he turns into me, that's where I have Kaiten Nage. So I'm baiting him with my footwork. Boom, comes in. The only difference is I'm head and leg. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Let's go. So to train in terms of principle is to actually apply things that are consistent with what you're seeing in your Kihon Waza. It's not to plug and play. That is a very beginner level understanding. But so too then, I don't necessarily then do things exactly the same way. Okay, so for example, this is what you'll tend to do. So I go 1 and 2, and then I'm going to go here. You see? And I'm going to try to pull his head down here. But this is a perfectly balanced person. And that is not consistent with my Kihon Waza principles. So to go like this, just pretend please, I pull his head down and I come around and I go. You're going to be in for the same wake-up call that Aikidoka gets whenever they go with the non-choreographed uke. Well, I'm just standing here. You didn't do anything, okay? So when you do, for example, Kaiten Nage, you see he lowers his head. You lower his head, breaks the back half leg. He's off balance by things I do prior to the throw. So the same thing goes here. So when I'm going 1, 2, and I'm moving this way, that is what I'm looking for. That's the energy I use. Boom. And that's consistent with Kihon Waza. Not doing Kihon Waza strangely here. That's not consistent because he's perfectly balanced. So when I do the maneuver, boom, I'm moving here. My guard is up. I'm not going for his neck yet. Boom, I'm moving here. Because that's where my hands need to be to do the work that is needed. So 1, 2, I move, that's what I want. So when he does that, then I have the energy that I harmonize with, and it's then that I'm consistent with my Kihon Waza. Okay? Try it again.